Hello everyone and welcome to the Fintelligent Investor channel. I am CA Pai and welcome to yet another episode of our show, The Professional on Call Who Knows It All. Today we have a very esteemed guest, CA Rajendra Kumar sir, from Tamil Nadu, who is here with us. A warm welcome to our show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It is a privilege that you have come on my show, sir. Our CA Rajendra Kumar sir is a sitting member for the Central Council. As we all know, this December, that is December 2024, the ICAI elections also are coming. And of course, we all will definitely hear from him in future as well.
Thank you.
Sir comes with a vast experience in his kitty. From the year 2000 itself, Sir has been serving the institute and has been working towards the betterment of the profession and the institute. He has served at first the regional council. He has also been the chairman of the SIRC, and from the past 2 terms, he is also in the Central Council. This is his second term.
Yeah, technically, yes.
Yes, sir. Technically, it is your second term. So, sir, before we dive into your professional expertise,
Yes.
you have seen the institute over 2.5 decades.
Yes.
You have seen how it has grown, how it has shaped, how it has come from maybe a non-digital era to a digital era as well. So
Very right.
that is a whole lot of experience, learnings that you have with you. So we would also like to know, sir, in the coming years, what is your vision for the institute, given that now everything is changing so dynamically? Every day a new update is there. So, sir, what is your dream for the profession as a whole for the future and for the institute for the future, sir?
Thank you, Pratiksha, for engaging me in this conversation. And thank you for all the wishes. As you rightly said, I have been in the institute's working capacity since 2000 in whatever manner it was in. And yes, I have seen the institute from a paper institute to what we are today. In fact, when the COVID struck, we were actually in the middle, and we didn't exactly know what to do and where to go. But then, as a council, the then president, under his dynamic leadership, we decided to go all digital. And that's when many of the activities that are digital today started off. In fact, as the then chairman of the GST and Indirect Taxes Committee, we were the very first to conduct a Zoom meeting like this on a GST topic that was, I think, if I remember right, it was April 2nd or so. You'll be surprised. We had 20,000 plus visitors. 20,000 plus. We really didn't expect that kind of a crowd.
Wow.
And then, yes,
Amazing.
things then took off. So what I aim today is a paperless institute. When I say paperless, it doesn't strictly mean paperless. You can't say that everything can be paperless. There will be some papers around, but the majority of the activities will be digital. The interface will be digital. And wherever you require that physical interface is required, that will be provided also. But then you see, everything cannot be digital. There has to be physical meetings. There has to be meetings which will be attended by members physically. So those options will also be given. So going forward, we'll look for a paperless institute. We'll look for a robust infrastructure, because that is your strength. The currency of every country is measured by the gold, the deposits the country has. That is what is the world today. So the institute's strength also will be measured in terms of its robust infrastructure that we already have, but then making it more robust with centers of excellence, place for members to come on a residential program basis, learn, unlearn, relearn, and also relax and discuss. So we will give the members an experience of not merely an institute which is professional institute, but also something of relaxation, rethinking, and so on. And then, with respect to students, the institute will be at their doorstep. We will take the institute to the doorstep of the student, that every student who wants to join this course is confident of completing and qualifying as a chartered accountant.
Correct.
And above all, we should ensure that our members are always ethical, their morals, their values are always held high, and this profession is numero uno, and it becomes number one sought after activity by any student and by the public at large. The trust factor is retained, and we add value to that in the coming times.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what is my sum and substance of what I want to do.
Sir, you said one thing very correctly. Within everything, everything what you mentioned makes sense. But one thing stood out, that is the word relearn. And actually, any profession today has to unlearn, relearn, and keep updating. Sir,
Yes.
and you also spoke about students. So, in the recent results, we saw a whole lot of chartered accountants, young chartered accountants who have come into the profession. Sir, what is your stance on the future of young professionals?
The future is extremely bright. Let me put it at that. I qualified in 1995. And when I look back, the days I qualified and what I am today, let me tell you, there is a whole lot of work waiting for those who want to practice, as well as those who want to join industry, and as well as those who want to do business. This profession teaches you, or rather, for example, like water. You can put the water in any container, it takes that shape.
Correct.
This profession is like that. In fact, there is no dearth of work. There need not be any fear of work. In fact, people say that whether sole proprietors will survive, whether small partnership will survive, whether all of us should go only grow big and bigger and bigger. There are streams, there are ponds, there are lakes, there are rivers, there are oceans.
Correct.
Similarly, everyone who wants to do an activity, there is a survival, there is work. But then at the end of the day, what you desire, that is more important. I want a very big life, posh life, a luxurious life. Then you must dream big. You must dream big. A pond can't think of an ocean.
Correct.
A lake cannot think of a river. So it is what you want to do at the end of the day which will matter.
Correct, sir. Very, very nicely put out, sir. And I'm sure our young viewers will definitely take benefit of these words. So, sir, coming to your professional expertise, for the past 3 decades, you have had an expertise in indirect taxes. And again, in indirect taxes, also, you have seen a journey of changes, I should say.
Yes.
So, may it be customs, excise, VAT, sales tax, and now GST. Service
Service
tax,
tax
yeah.
also. Yeah.
You have seen it all, handled it all, had experience in all of it. So definitely, while having an interaction with you, it is incomplete if indirect tax does not come into the conversation. So, sir, coming to GST, uh, in your because see, sir, you are also the leader of the GST Council of the committee. So you would have seen a lot of happenings in this area right from when it started, including your personal professional experience plus experience as a council member and who was handling. And again, as you said, COVID hit, and that was, and GST was also new, and it would have been a very difficult task for you as well. And actually, I always say our council members work tirelessly. We don't understand how much they do behind the scenes. And that is why I want to ask you, sir, has in your personal experience, has GST been a good and simple tax?
Your prelude to this question was excellent, let me tell you. In fact, I consider myself as one of those generations which is blessed. We have seen the past, and we have been those who have laid the foundation stone for the present. Excise, service tax, VAT, sales tax, luxury tax, entertainment tax. Many of the taxes have been subsumed into what is called GST. We have also seen those times when all these actually started in 1991 with the Dr. Raja Challaya's report you take, or Dr. Kelkar's report you take, or the Manmohan Singh's dream budget you take, or the introduction of the service tax in 1994, the amalgamation of sales tax into VAT, and now GST. All these happened in my lifetime. That is now happening also. Many of us, including you, are blessed to be in this era. Now, no tax is good and simple. Let me put it very, very plain. No one likes the word tax, Absolutely no one would like to, none of us would like to pay taxes given the option.
Yes.
I always quote this. None of us.
Yes.
Who would like to pay from what I want? But then let me tell you, taxes are something which we pay for ourselves, for the growth and development of the country. And GST is a transaction-based tax. It is a tax which revolves around the economy of the country. Unlike income tax, it is something which even taxes the unborn child in the mother's womb. I'll put it in that way also. And also there is some tax on the person who is no longer there in the world, who's just gone out of this whole universe. So GST, is it good and simple tax? Tax is never good, I told you. But then it is good for the country. Simple, GST can never be simple, let me tell you like that. Because it revolves around the economy of the country. It goes up and down on the basis of the economical needs of the country. And being a transaction tax, it applies to a particular transaction. And India, being a country with such vast geography, I mean, it doesn't make it so simple at all. In my view, it's a tax which is there. We have to live with it, and you have to work on this and move forward.
So you are saying, sir, it is a tax which is required.
Yes,
but
very much.
But not lovable.
It can never be. No one likes taxes.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
my view.
I think
Yeah.
only chartered accountants like taxes because we get paid.
You get paid for that. Yes.
So I think there are some people who love taxes. They are chartered accountants. So yes, sir. Moving on. Now we know that, as I told, that chartered accountants love taxes, and many CAs, including very young CAs, are practicing specifically in the niche of GST. Because
Yes.
when GST came in a practical scenario, many older CAs gave up that vertical itself of indirect taxes by taking in younger CAs. They said that we have done service tax VAT, we cannot learn new rules now. So they took in younger CAs. So if we can see, a majority of chartered accountants dealing with GST are younger professionals. What is your suggestion to such young professionals, sir, who are having GST as their niche practicing area?
Very good question. In fact, these are times of social media. I find many of our chartered accountants, I don't know whether they are young or senior or middle, whatever it may be, on WhatsApp. Many of their practices run through question and answers on WhatsApp or on any other social media for that matter, or Google. My humble request or my suggestion will be that we must read on a daily basis. The reading habit, it has gone down because of the social media. Reading habit doesn't mean that only on the book you have to read. You can read on your Kindle also, on your computers also. First thing, you must refer the provision. What does the act say? What does the proviso say? What does the explanation say? What the rule says? Immediately, when someone asks you a question, immediately you can't go on the group in WhatsApp you are or wherever you are and ask a question. Oh, what is the rate of GST on so and so? What is this? I am not able to. You do your homework and then come back to the group to ensure whether what you have understood is right or wrong. So my first suggestion is learn, understand. Second, when you get a work which you feel is beyond what you are capable of or what you can do, engage a senior. Never ever learn from a client by charging him or not charging him. Engage a senior chartered accountant who is there in this field, who knows something, and ensure that you get advice from a senior and you pay to that senior also.
Correct.
You pay that senior also for the advice he or she has given. In the profession of advocacy, you see, you have senior lawyers, you have lawyers who are not known as senior advocates. Senior advocates get their fee from the advocates who are not senior advocates and the junior advocates for whatever it may be. So we must have something like that in this profession also. Of course, this has increased. The juniors have started discussing among themselves or with the seniors. It must grow. This practice must grow.
Yes.
And third, and the last point, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't see system will be like that. Don't go and head on with the system. Oh no, you're doing like this, and immediately don't go and write on Twitter so many things, etc. System will work within the system.
Yes.
Work within the system. That is my suggestion to all of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Very, very well said, sir. And I agree, all the chartered accountants should have more and more collaboration within ourselves, more and more understanding within ourselves, so that definitely rather than going with half-baked knowledge, it is better to have a professional knowledge, and that will also collectively look at the growth of the profession as a whole.
Yes.
Sir, and then finally, now as we all know, GST involves the role of central government as well as state government. So, in your opinion, sir, how can these two aspects come together and mutually benefit in implementing GST, considering that, of course, our country is geographically, culturally, linguistically vast and diverse, and definitely it is sometimes easy, as you said, to make comments on any social media, but very difficult for the person who is actually working behind the scenes. So you have been one of the persons working behind the scenes as a council member also. So sir, what is your words in this regard, sir?
The Indian administrative services, all state. It is all state cadre. And then whoever wants to work in the central government will invite applications that these are the number of joint secretaries posts, these are the number of additional secretaries posts, these are the number of secretaries posts which are there, and they will get application in the state cadre. The state cadres will apply and then they get appointed. So after the completion of their tenure, they go back to their home state. This is there only for Indian administrative services. Now, Indian revenue services, central revenue services, they are there again like Indian administrative services. They also work in states. They also are there in the North Block. They work in various cadres there. There are transfers. A commissioner from Mumbai may go to Delhi on some 2, 3, 4 years assignment, etc. This is missing in the state. Today, GST is a tax which is on an equal footing with the central government and the state government. What is my suggestion is, now there must be an interstate deputation. I dream of a situation when a state tax officer working in Kerala says that I want to work in Uttar Pradesh, in the state government of Uttar Pradesh, for a
Oh,
5-year tenure. For a 5-year tenure, there must be interstate deputation system which should be put in place
right.
by whosoever, government of India or any other department whichever of the government or any other state which takes care of this. Only then what happens in Kerala can be maybe made understood in Uttar Pradesh. What is there in Uttar Pradesh? I mean, I'm just taking the names for the
Obviously,
sake of
yes.
and not for any specific matter.
Correct.
Like for example, I may say I am from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu officer should may go to state of Maharashtra or Gujarat or Delhi or somewhere, work
Correct.
there for 5 years and come back to his home state. Because geographically we are so diverse. We are very, very different country. In fact, we are a world. And to implement a tax like GST in India, that to one rate for the whole nation, in Europe, from whom we have borrowed this particular example, Europe also has failed. They
Correct.
have a band rate, minimum to maximum. Within this rate, you do whatever you want to do.
Uh-huh.
India, but we are still maintaining one single rate. So
Right.
unless and until there is interstate deputation, central state deputation, things will
Correct.
become much more easier. People will be able to learn. People will be able to
Yes.
also ensure that they teach their peers.
Correct. I think this is far more better than just 1 day training or 1 week training.
Yes, yes.
It will be just like our articleship, wherein, wherein they will learn and earn, and it is a
Yeah, this will happen. I only dream, and I think it will happen one day. Sure, for sure. Yes,
yes, sir. Sir,
yes.
thank you so much, sir. Every
Thank you.
conversation with you is filled with golden words, so much to learn. And, sir, we are very thankful that you accepted our invite and came on the video for a very fruitful discussion on GST. And we are definitely sure, sir, that whatever your dream for the institute and for GST also that you have put forth today will definitely be fulfilled. And again, once again, sir, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, if our viewers have found this video useful, please put up a like and share this with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. We will come up with more such interesting talks from highly eminent professionals like CA Rajendra Kumar, sir. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.